Hello dear students, today we are going to learn about Web Applications and Security Unit 4 of our class 10 IT syllabus. In this session we are going to learn about the topic Networking Fundamentals. The subtopics that we are going to cover in this video are computer network, network architecture, the two types of architecture, that is peer-to-peer, client-server architecture, the types of network, what is it? It is internet, www, the benefits of networking, getting access to the internet, what is an ISP, what is a modem, the types of internet connectivity and data transfer on the internet. So this session basically is going to introduce you to the basic fundamental concepts of networking and internet. At the end of the chapter, you will be able to answer questions like what is a computer network, identify the functions and purposes of the various types of network, define a client-server network and peer-to-peer network, describe the advantages of networking, describe what is LAN, MAN and WAN, what is a modem, what is www, web browser and ISP. Now without further delay, let's have a quick look at these topics. In case if you have not subscribed my channel, please do like, subscribe and share. Now the first question that arises over here, that how can we connect the two PCs? It is actually possible through the computer network. Let's have a quick look at what is a computer network. Computer network basically is a collection of computers. These computers are interconnected. Now how are they interconnected? They are interconnected through some medium, and that medium is called as communication channels. This medium could be cables or satellites. You must have seen in the computer laboratories that the computers that are there, they are connected with each other. You are also aware about the internet. Through internet also we are connected with each other. The computers are connected through the wireless medium, that is the satellites. So basically a collection of computers and other hardware components interconnected by communication channels that allow sharing of resources and information forms a computer network. So the purpose of computer network is to share the resources and the information. Resources here and mean the printer, the scanner, the speakers. So if a printer or a scanner is connected to one computer, it can also be shared with the other computers. So just have a look at this. We have two PCs over here. They can be connected through some communication medium. The communication channel over here is a device. Now each PC has to have a special hardware component for connecting it to the network. So this complete arrangement forms a computer network. Now there are two types of architecture. What is basically the status of computers in a network? In case if the status of all computers in a network is equal, that means each terminal has an equally competent CPU, then it forms a peer-to-peer architecture. No one computer has a special status over here. In contrast to this, we have the client-server architecture. Now, what happens in a client-server architecture or the client-server model? First and foremost, in this type of a network, we have two types of computers. One is the client, another is the server. The server computer over here performs some special dedicated tasks. It provides services to the other computers. So what special tasks can it provide? For example, a printer can be connected to a particular computer and that becomes the server in the entire network. Now this server is going to help in printing the data or the information. The client computer over here is going to make a request and the server computer is going to respond to that request. So herein what happens, two different statuses are there. The server is a more powerful computer, whereas the client, the terminal, has less power over here. Now why do we connect the computers to form a network? The purpose over here is clearly mentioned. The benefits of networking. So the benefits of networking are we can share the hardware, we can share software, we can share the data and information for electronic communication, and for the users, and the users here can be more effectively controlled and monitored. So if I talk about hardware, what is meant by hardware? As I've given the example to you, hardware components such as printers, scanners, etc. can be shared on a computer network. Instead of purchasing 10 printers for each user, one printer can be purchased and shared among multiple users. It basically saves the cost. So it is an added advantage over there. We can share the data, right? Now what kind of data can we share? We can share the files, the documents, the presentations, audio files. We can also transfer these files from one computer to another. So herein we are sharing the software as well as the files. We can install the software on one of the computers and that can be shared with the other computers in the network. Internet access sharing is also possible through the network. This is basically done in internet cafe and schools. You must have seen that there is one dedicated line of connection and it is shared among the other computers. There is no need to purchase a special line for each and every computer or a connection for each and every computer. As I mentioned earlier that electronic communication is possible. So how is the electronic communication possible in a network? See, there are many network based applications. The web browsers, email clients, chat applications, audio and video calling. So with the help of these network based applications, one can communicate with the other people, and this is quite prevalent in the present time. There is no need for such kind of explanation wherein we are also trying to connect through the video or through the video conferencing. The next topic that we are going to cover is categorizing the networks according to the size. In the previous topic we covered how to categorize the networks based on their status. Here we are going to cover the topic how the computer can be categorized on the basis of the size and the geographical area that they cover. So on the basis of that we have 4 types of network: PAN, LAN, MAN and PAN. You must have definitely learned about these in your junior classes, but let's have a quick look at what are these types of network. So when we talk about a network which is there in your home, school, computer, laboratory, basically a network which is limited geographical area is called as a LAN. So computers here are connected in a small area. So when we talk about a small area, it forms a local area network. We have a very good advantage of this kind of a network, that it offers very high speeds and are used for connecting computers and peripherals such as printers and scanners. The other type of computer which is very popular amongst each and every person these days is the personal area network. So what is this personal area network? Personal area network basically connects computers, devices within the range of an individual person. You people have been working at home, you're connecting your laptops, you're connecting your PCs with your mobiles, you're connecting your tabs with your mobiles. So basically this forms a personal area network. A personal area network ranges within a person's range, typically within a range of 10 meters. So as I said that it involves a computer, phone, tablet, printer, PDA and other entertainment devices. When you're trying to connect them to your PCs, it forms a personal area network. The next type of network is the metropolitan area network. It spans in a metropolitan city. So herein what happens? Many local area networks are linked together and they form a metropolitan area network. When this network spans across a large geographical area, that means it covers the regions, the national boundaries, okay, then it forms the wide area network. And the most popular example is the internet. The internet is a type of wide area network. It is used by businesses, governments, non-profit organizations, individual customers, is entertainers. Basically, each and every person on this earth is now using the internet.
So now let's start with what is the definition of internet. See, internet, as you all are aware, it is a network of networks. So it is basically a global system of interconnected computer networks. Computers all over the world are connected, and they use a standard internet protocol suite to serve billions of users worldwide. Now, herein what happens is that when we talk about interconnected computer networks all over the world, this includes the private companies, the public, academic organizations, the business, and the government networks as well. So basically, throughout the world, when we talk about the connection of computers with each other for the purpose of exchange of data, for the purpose of exchange of mail, that is actually happening through the internet only. So, as you all are aware, this is one of the most prominent uses of internet. Internet is the largest encyclopedia of for all age groups. You will find all the information on internet regarding online shopping, regarding any topic, environment. You can talk about science, research, anything. Basically, you will find it on internet. So, as I said earlier, it also helps in maintaining contact with friends and relatives who live across different locations. Internet through internet chatting and email software. You are very well aware of about the messengers, about the Gmail and the other domains which provide us with these kind of facilities. So it is also a major source of entertainment. You all have been watching these channels, and all the movies are uploaded on these OTT platforms these days. So internet, as I said, it is also widely used by students, educational institutes, scientists, and professionals to gather information for research and general information. I do not need to tell you this that almost all businesses are using the internet to access complex databases such as financial database, and all this data is now being stored on the cloud. So it is the most popular WAN, wide area network, and there is no organization business which has been left untouched by internet. Every consumer, every artist, every entertainer has his or her data in some or the other form, in the form of videos, in the form of products on the internet. Now there are two very important terms which you should be aware of when we talk about the capacity or the speed of communication of internet. This is very popular when we talk about digital, that is what is the bandwidth. So number of bits per second that can be sent over a link is called as the bandwidth. The wider the bandwidth, the more diverse kinds of information can be sent. Simplest is voiced and most sophisticated is the video that you are right now also seeing. Another bandwidth term related to in terms of, and this was in terms with digital. If I try to define it in relation to analog signals, so difference between the highest and lowest frequencies that can be sent over an analog link like the phone lines, and its measurement is given in hertz. So number of bits per second, bps, you are already aware of about mbps, gbps, megabits per second, gigabits per second. Obviously these days all the communication channels are providing us speed of mbps. So this is what we need to understand when we talk about the speed of the channel or the capacity of the communication link. For both, we need to understand one thing: the more information can flow over channel, the wider the bandwidth, the more information can flow. Now, this is one device which is used at every home these days generally. What it does is modem. It is a very popular term. Modem basically is a device which is, connected between a computer and the phone line. So modem, the full form is, it is modulates and demodulates. So it converts information from analog to digital and digital to analog. See, phone system is basically analog. So whenever the data is to be transmitted through the phone, so first the modem is going to receive it. The conversion from analog to digital will be done, and since computer is a digital device, so it will accept data in digital form only. So the modem basically converts the analog signals to digital, and once the computer processes it, again the signals are sent back to the other computers through this modem only. So the route that is followed, or the conversion process therein follows, is conversion of digital to analog. So the modem basically modulates and demodulates. Since both the devices work on different types of signals, computer works on digital signal and phone system works on analog signals. So the conversion is necessary over here, and the modem serves the purpose. So you can have a look over here how the modems are connected to the telephone lines, and to each and every computer the modem is required for conversion. Successful transmission of data, we will require a modem. The next term that we need to understand over here is the World Wide Web. The abbreviation www is the most popular, and the full form is World Wide Web. Now, World Wide Web, we need to understand that it is a system. www is a system of interlinked hypertext documents, and these documents are accessed via the internet. You all are aware that when you open a web browser, suppose you open Google, you open Firefox, you open Opera, you put, the first thing that you put is www. Now what does that represent? On the entire internet, on the computer servers, the files are saved in the form of HTML documents, that is the hypertext markup language documents. These hypertext documents are interlinked with each other and they form the website. So the system of interlinked hypertext documents accessed via the internet is called as the www. You can access images, videos, multimedia, and navigate between, the hyperlinks which are there through the web browser. So now what is a web browser? It is a software. It is a software used to view websites, and it acts as an interface between the user and the World Wide Web. As I have given the examples, we have web browsers like Google, we have web browsers like Opera, we have web browsers like Firefox. So Google basically, Google Chrome. Google Chrome basically is the web browser. Google is the search engine. So the Google Chrome is acting as a, interface between the user and the World Wide Web. Now, as I said that there are computers which store large amount of data. These websites are basically stored on computers, and these computers from where these websites are retrieved, they are called as web servers. So web server basically stores all the data. To use the internet, you need an internet connection. Internet connections are provided by internet service providers such as Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited, that is the BSNL, Airtel, MTS, Vodafone, and Tata Docomo. These are all the companies, children. We will learn about what is an ISP exactly in our next slide. And we will also learn about the types of common internet connectivity. So, what exactly is an internet service provider? It is basically an organization. It provides you with access to the internet via a dial-up using modem or direct hardwired or wireless connection. So how do you choose for a connection? Basically, see, it depends upon the speed and connection type in your area. There are many different types of connectivity: DSL, cable modem, dial-up, broadband, wireless, WireMax, or 3G. Now, at present, all of them have become a little obsolete. We all have been using broadband and 4G uh, mediums, but still we will learn about all these different types of connectivity. It depends on what type of user is basically applying for the connectivity. So the first one is the dial-up. Dial-up internet access is a form of internet access that uses the facility of public switched telephone network PSTN to establish a connection to a internet service provider through the modem. So when you have the modem, when you are trying to use the connect to the ISP through the public switch telephone network, it is called as dial-up connections. Now, dial-up connections are extremely slow, and in most cases they have been replaced by high-speed connections such as the DSL or cable modem. Now, what is the DSL connection over here? DSL, the full form is the digital subscriber line. It provides internet access by transmitting digital data over wires of a local telephone network. Now, DSL service is delivered along with wired telephone service on the same telephone line. On the customer premises, a DSL filter removes the high frequency interference and enables simultaneous use of the telephone. The next one is the cable internet access. Cable internet access is a form of broadband internet access that uses the cable television infrastructure. You all have been using this uh, at homes. Cable internet access is provided through existing cable TV networks. It is also provided. It is similar to the DSL, and it is also provided over existing telephone lines. The next one is the 3G. It is short for third generation. Now, third generation standard, it is a set of standard. Basically, it was used in mobile devices till the time 4G had come. So, what it used to do is, it used to provide high speed downlink packet access, that is the HSDPA. It is a protocol. It allows higher data transfer speeds and capacity. So initially, when we used to have those mobile phones, we used to have those 2G phones wherein only voice could be transferred. But now, since the technology has advanced, over the voice, images were being transferred, and now we can also transfer high speed. We can transfer videos at a very high speed, and that is available basically with the 4G standard. So this is how the advancement in technology has taken place, and year after year the generation of the technology is advancing, and so new generations are being introduced. So these generations are basically the standards. In each generation there is a change, there is a better quality service being provided. WiMAX is one of the popular ways of connecting through wireless. The full form is Worldwide Interoperability for Microwave Access. Herein what happens is it is a long range system. It covers many kilometers and is typically used where DSL or cable internet access cannot be used, right? So it provides mobile broadband connectivity across cities and countries through a variety of devices. It is basically for people who are located in remote locations, but they need access to the internet. Wi-Fi is a very popular technology. It allows an electronic device such as computer, mobile phone, network, to exchange data wirelessly over a network. These terms are so popular that these days that we all have been using it in our homes. Now, Wi-Fi devices, one of the important terms to be understood over here is the wireless access point. So you need a wireless access point WAP to connect to a network resource such as internet through the device. Wi-Fi devices, we have the Wi-Fi in our personal computers, smartphones, video game consoles, etc. and we do not need a cable to run this kind of a network. It is also requires mobile connectivity. It is widely used in homes, offices, hotels, and everywhere basically. So, data transfer on the internet, how does that take place? See, basically, data on internet, what happens is when we talk, when we send emails, or when we are sending a video, how the data is being transferred over the internet or it is reaching each and every corner of the world. First, the data is broken down into packets. So each and every information on internet is broken down into packets. It is sent from the sender computer to the receiver. Each computer on the way decides where next to send the packet. So each packet is sent from computer to computer until it finds its destination. Each computer on the way decides where to send the packet. All packets may not take the same route. So at the destination, see what happens is when the packets are broken down. Okay, information is broken down into packets on from the sender computer. So it will go to the destination computer. There the packets will have to be re-examined. If any packets are missing or damaged, a message is sent asking for them to be resent. So at the destination computer, the packets are reassembled into the original format. All this is done in seconds. So this was all about computer networks, the networking fundamental topic of web applications and security. If you like the video, please do subscribe, share and like it.